Okay, Mr. Ron Anthony, what is so important about goal setting?
Well, before you can get involved in any type of business, whether it be conventional, networking, I don't care what it is, you need to have some goals set in place. Without goals, you can't become a leader, because your goals have to be achieved by you first. Then the art of duplication comes in. You teach your team members how to set some goals for themselves, and you work with them and you help them attain those goals. That's what goal settings are all about.
Do you like to set your goals, long-term goals first or short-term goals first? What's better?
Well, I'm a visionary, and I really like to evaluate a business plan and a network marketing company and the strategies you can implement to develop a good business plan of your own. Okay? So it all depends on the business itself. Is it a quick type evolving business, maybe with one product, and it doesn't take that much to bring it out to mainstream America? But no matter what, like I said, I was a visionary. I like the long-term goals. I like to start at 5 years. If this company is profoundly the company that I want to, work with for the next 5 to 10 years, I want to set goals within them parameters. 5 years, where do I want to be? How many people do I want to have personally sponsored by myself? Okay, and what do I expect out of my team? This all depends upon the type of compensation structure that's in place. However, like I said, I like to go for the long range, 5-year minimum. Don't get me wrong, I'll set goals for where I want to be in 90 days, for myself. But we're talking about leadership here. Okay, how you become a leader, and the long range goals and your accolades, right, are what make a good leader.
As part of your setting goals, do you actually tell yourself what you will and will not do to get to that level that you're looking for?
You have to set guidelines, okay? And I don't like to be smug about this, but you have to be choosy about who you put in your team. It's very important that you select the right individuals. You don't want to select someone because they have an extra $100 bill on them and they can join the company and they can pay the $25 or the $50 a month without whatever it is. Okay? You don't want to go on the arm twisting. Okay, twist somebody's arm until they give up and they say, yeah, I'll join. That individual is never going to help you build a rock solid team.
So, in short, you actually, one of in your goal settings, you tell yourself you're going to reach that goal, but you're going to do it with quality people, and that's your first thing that you go after.
Absolutely. If you want to become a stratospheric entrepreneur in the network marketing business, okay, you have to build your team the same way you would build a house. You start with a good foundation, and then you start with the cinder blocks, and you build it strong. You put the reinforcement rods in. Same thing with an organizational structure. You want solid people in your organization. That's the only way you're going to become the best that you can become as a leader.
Okay, and when setting your short-term goals that are obviously set up so that you can reach your long-term goal, how do you come about that? Do you set it like a time limit for reaching a certain amount of money or a certain amount of people that you're going to be working with?
Well, something, that's not a double-edged sword, because it's all good stuff we're talking about here. But it's all about money. It's all about money. And it's all about how you get that money, how you attain those levels of income you want to earn. And it's, like I said, it starts with the very best people. That's what you need to do, is get quality people. I'm not saying A players. They can all be beginners in the network marketing arena, okay? They have to be teachable. They have to be willing to learn and understand what you're trying to convey. That's what I mean by a good person.
So it's like being a teacher, but not trying to teach just anybody, because not everybody's going to listen to you. You want to teach those maybe it's more like a coach. You're looking for those top players that you know that they're like a rough stone that you could actually shine up and turn into a diamond.
I want to share with my organizational team. I want to share with them, okay, all of the little intricacies of becoming successful. Okay, and it all starts out with goals. They need to have goals.
So that's the first thing that you share with every individual that you work with.
Look, that's one of the ways you design your life and how you want to live. There's certain goals in life. Well, how many children do we want to have? You know, how big a home do we want to have? What type of home do we want to have when we're ready to retire? I mean, we don't want a 6,000 square foot monster that we have to live with for 30 years. And that's if you retire at 50, God helping us, right? But it's little things like that. In other words, it's no different than planning your own life strategies.
So that's basically your business model. Is set goals, long-term goals first, then go and look for the people that can actually let you be able to reach those goals by you teaching them how to become a true entrepreneur.
If you always plan long-range goals, okay, the leadership qualities will come out, and people will recognize the leadership qualities. Okay, it's as simple as that.
So it's basically being a visionary first, and then teaching other people to see that vision with you.
Hey, we've all had to crawl and walk, and then you can run.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Mr. Ron Anthony. We'll be doing this again and going over other things. We know that you have a lot to share.
I understand. Thank you very much for having me on the show today.